ho, 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 ha! I said to the weatherman, "What's the temperature and what even qualifies you to tell me it?" He said 2 degrees. I said, "I'm going to have to ask you to clarify."
My friend said to me, "I'm spending Christmas with a smelly web browser and a sticky substance with which one might coat a road." I said, "With reeking safari and tar?" And he said, "Can you not sing until I finish telling my story?" I said to my friend, "I can't believe that you were the model who used to advertise a certain kind of sleigh." She said, "I think you've been misled." I said, "Oh, I thought you'd been misled." My friend said to me, "Can you tell me, in your view, what the best kind of Christmas tree is?" I said, "I can, a pine." And he said, "Yes, that's what I'm asking you to do." My friend said, "Certain kinds of Christmas trees give me a very tickly throat, often resulting in spluttering." I said, "Fuck off." And he said, "I'm telling you about my festive respiratory issues. I'll thank you not to be so dismissive. I'll kill you." My friend said, "I've just eaten one of Santa's reindeer, cooked in that way. What do they call it when it's on a sort of vertical rotisserie?" I said, "A doner kebab." He said, "No, it was a blitzen shawarma." My friend said, when I was in Venezuela, I did some thinking and I worked out what my favourite part of a Christmas dinner is. I said, "Caracas." He said, "No, pigs in blankets are what I thought about when I was in Montecado." My friend said to me, "I sledded down a hill listening to my favourite Christmas song by a 70s glam rock band." I said, "Slade?" He said, "Okay, fine, I slayed down a hill listening to my favourite Christmas song by a 70s glam rock band. Wizard." A friend of mine called me up in a state of some emotional anguish. He was decorating for Christmas and realised that some of the decorations had belonged to his former romantic partner. That really made him look inside and question his own sense of self. He was having an ex's tinsel crisis. I had an undertaker around for Christmas dinner and said to him, "What's your job like? And is there anything that you want poured over your turkey?" He said, "Gravy." And I said, "I'm going to have to ask you to clarify."
I saw the White Witch earlier carrying a briefcase. I said, "What are you up to?" She said, "Narnia business." I said, "I only asked."
People said to me, "Mike, why is your corridor covered in items commemorating the time that you said Netscape Navigator would last forever?" I said I was told to deck the halls with browser folly. My friend said, "I'm going to go and visit the star of the beloved festive classic Home Alone in order to make fun of the grouting in their corridor." I said, "Mock hallway Colkin?" He said, "No, Catherine O'Hara, the quality of this sealant in her vestibule is, well, it's subpar." A friend of mine said one of the actors from a fairly recent Bond film just told me her favourite way of referring to the kind of trees that are often used as Christmas trees. I said, "Ava Green?" And he said, "No, conifer was the favourite word of Lea Seydoux." My friend said the Spanish word for Christmas is Navidad. I said, "Noel." He said, "No, that's French, you dumb idiot." My friend, the wise man, said, "Why would I trust you to suggest presents to get for Jesus? You don't even have the nous to mark a postage stamp as used." I said, "Frankincense." And he said, "I take it all back, that's brilliant." A friend of mine said to me, "I've just asked the first ever Director General of the BBC what he thinks of my Christmas decorations." I said, "Lord Wreath?" And he said, no, he was actually mean about everything I'd done. A starship captain said to me, "Just going to do my diary, then let's eat something festive." I said, "Yule log?" And he said, "Yes, and then let's eat something festive." A Sikh friend of mine's just had a son. He said to me, for a first name, I'm going for the surname of my favourite character from Bram Stoker's Dracula. And then there's 2 middle names. The first after my favourite character from Neighbours, and the second after my favourite character from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I said, "Hark a herald angels sing?" And he said, "Mate, could you leave the Christmas carols until after I finished telling you about my new son, Van Helsing, Mrs. Mangle, Willow?" My friend said to me, "We'll never know who Pete from Fall Out Boy's daughter's favourite Christmas king is." I said, "Wenceslass?" And he said, "It might be. We can only speculate." My friend said, "How's that singing practice coming along for the Christmas Carol performance for the chap that organises pre-boxing match events?" I said, "Away in a Ranger?" And he said, "You sound awful. It doesn't even sound like you're singing."
My friend said his favourite Mortal Kombat character was outside, struggling to deal with these conditions. I said, Sub-Zero? He said, yes, and that is far too cold for Johnny Cage.
My friend Lee is from the Avatar planet. He said his father always wanted to visit Spain but never made it. So this Christmas, I'm going to Spain. For Lee's Navi dad. I recently met the three wise men. I said to the first one, "Wow, you're dressed so ostentatiously with all these precious metals all over you." And he said, "I'm a gold guy." I said to the second one, "Oh, you smell terrific. What a wonderful aroma that's emanating from you." And he said, "Well, I'm a frankincense fella." I said to the third one, "Ooh, you've got a big fish's tail instead of legs." And he went, "Yeah, I'm a merman." It isn't mentioned in A Christmas Carol, but Tiny Tim was a huge fan of violent films. I said to him once, "What do you think of films where someone gets stabbed right through them?" And he said, "I love an impaley one." I said to him, "What do you think of films where someone gets completely set on fire?" And he said, "Praise be to a Bernie one." And I said, "Do you like films where somebody has bits of themselves cut off?" And he said, "God bless a severy one."